I want to tell you a Yesod Gadol Me'oid. It's a secret, I think, in this week's Parsha, next week's Parsha, Koirach. And the secret really is a solution to how is it possible that Miriam and Aaron are speaking about Moshe Rabbeinu. Especially, Pashim Shah, the Rabbi told the Moshe Rabbeinu, Ato Apoi Amoidi Madi. In fact, Pashim Shah, the Rabbi said, Moshe Rabbeinu, come and join me. And Moshe Rabbeinu felt a svara that he has to separate from his wife. So was Aaron and Moshe speaking about Moshe Rabbeinu? Aaron and Miriam speaking about Moshe. So we're going to go to the beginning of the parsha. Beginning of the parsha, it says, this is a calculation that Rav and Kotler Zichron Livracha. You can read the first Aliyah quickly, Leviim. And there was basically a dedication to the Leviim, was a tnufa of the Leviim. Sounds very nice, but if you're a Levi, it should bother you a little bit. It bothered Koirach, and certainly his wife said, you realize what's happening? In one day, they were supposed to, Aaron and Coren was supposed to take 22,000 Levim in one day, shave all the hair, and pick them up. Tenufa doesn't mean just like a little hug. Tenufa means like a lulav. That means every Levi, okay, basically, obviously, clearly you see Aaron and Coren knew how to work out, and he had muscles. And he had to take try to take 22,000 human beings, different weights, etc., and pick them up and put them down in one day. Now, if you calculate, you would need about 2 seconds per person, just for that day of 12 hours, based on the amount of seconds, in order to do that. So the teretz is that obviously there was some level of siyata d'shmaya here. Doesn't refer that there was even a miracle. Just said, oh, okay, this is what you should do. Elamai, there's a Gemara in Maseches Makos, Daf Yud. What does that mean? It's a nice Agadita Gemara. It's not Stam Agadita. Means that if a person wants something in the Ruchnius, if a person has to do a mitzvah from the Ruchnius, the Svar Magdoshim say, there is nothing that stands in front of a person's will. This Agadita, Divrei HaGemara Zok Tosis, is the answer to Miriam and Aaron. It's the answer to Koirach and the answer to a lot of kashas. Because comes Tosis, amazing Tosis, in that Pezayin Masechah Shabbos. Tosis asked a kasha that I just asked you. And really the Gemara here says, Moshe Rabbeinu Pirish Midaitoi. That's a lashon. Moshe Rabbeinu Pirish Midaitoi. That's where everything starts. Midaitoi. So wait a second. Moshe Rabbeinu made a cheshbon. So what's Aaron and Miriam having a problem? So Tosis comes with a big chiddush. He says, even though it says that Shlosha Dvarim Moshe Rabbeinu did Midaitoi v'Yiskim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Al Yadoi, so Moshe gave him Askama. So how can you have a complaint against Moshe Rabbeinu? Says Tosis, Va'af Agav v'Yiskim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Al Yadoi, Mikom Makom Nis'almu Alav. Doesn't matter. Aaron and Miriam still had a complaint against Moshe. You know why? Lefilu she'ilu like Pirish Midaitoi le'HaKadosh Baruch Hu Maskim. They will learn this. They said, you don't understand. Of course Moshe Rabbeinu came up. Of course Hashem agreed with Moshe Rabbeinu. But you know why? Because that was his will. One's will is so strong, says Taisus, the bederach she'adam hoylech b'malichin oisai. So Taisus makes this mamash Aaron and Miriam so lamdish. That they said, of course, the Rebbe gave you askama. Yeah, but you know why? Because you wanted something. You wanted something, and even though it's wrong, we hold what you wanted is wrong. This is a pshat in Koirach to this Eretz from Nechwan Zichron Livracha. He didn't quote this Tosis, but it's muchach in the Tosis. Every complaint that someone has against Moshe Rabbeinu, how can you complain against Moshe Rabbeinu? The Rabbi was giving his askamas. The Torah says, but why? Why is he giving the askam? Because Moshe Rabbeinu wants it, and maybe it's wrong. But what you see from this Tosis is a koyach, a person can even want something that better maybe according to someone else is not good. So you have to daven a bunch of give me what if it's right, please. But if you daven for it and you ask for it and you want it, you could change the world. You could change the Rebbeinu Shalom's das. He'll do it. The problem is today is that when a person has to work on something and it's going to take a lot of work and it's going to require, and I'm talking about not just weeks, months. Today we give up after, the phone doesn't work for a few minutes, we get all upset. Rav Nachman from Breslov said about himself, and this is all by tzaddikim. Rav Elimelech from the Jin said the same thing. There were midas that they had to work on for years, not 1 month, years until they were able to accomplish it. That's a Jew working and never giving up, and then knowing that